Hello everybody, welcome to another Renaissance Gaming stream. It's been a little while, but you know the drill, I'm here for more Puro-puro. Yeah, I'm back. I didn't mean to stream today, but I was really sick yesterday. And today I still feel a little sick, so I feel a little useless in terms of doing important stuff, so I figured I'd just sit here and chill. Play some RuneScape. The RuneScape grind never stops, my friend. What have you been up to, Muffin? Any good movies? I'm always looking for movie recommendations. I feel like movies nowadays just suck. It's rare for me to watch a movie and be like, wow, that was a good movie. Oh, Fight Club is good. It's been a long while since I watched that, but I remember thinking it was good. Nice. South Park is very fun, especially to marathon it. You know what, Akatsuki? That is a good point that you make. Why is there not an impling pit? It feels appropriate. Like every time you catch an impling, you should have a chance of getting the impling pit. It really is not a bad idea. I think this is perfect for a new pet. Maybe one day they'll put it in an update, who knows. What do I want for Christmas? What I want for Christmas is for my computer that I paid so much money for last year to just freaking work. That's what I want for Christmas. I'm sure some of you saw in Discord, but I got completely screwed over. After months of the manufacturer, quote unquote, repairing the computer, they sent it back, and within 30 minutes of me turning it on, blue screen. All the same issues I was having before. And I knew it was going to happen too, so I wasn't even that mad. Like, I knew it was going to happen. When they told me it was a cooling issue, and I knew 100% sure it was not a cooling issue because I had tested that, I knew that they were full of crap. So, anyway. I still need to deal with that because, you know, I was testing the computer once I got it back and I realized it's unusable still. So I put it back in the crate. I put it back in the box with the anticipation of sending it back again. But when I called them, they're like, no, we're not gonna, you gotta do this thing. You gotta like run this software so we can check the logs. And they won't do anything unless I do that, which is super annoying. So I have to take the computer out of the crate, set it all up again, which sounds like a small deal, but it's actually a pain to do all that. I gotta do that and, whatever. There's a lot of work I need to do just to tell them that, yes, you sent me back a broken computer. I'm getting worked up. I'm gonna calm down here. Did you get like the M2 drives? The M2 SSDs? Those are a game changer, man. Super fast. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I feel like everything is a scratch-off ticket nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed, but I feel like after like the early 2000s, everything just sucks now. Everything just sucks. Everything is bad quality. No one cares anymore. Just being cynical, but just feels that way. The problem with companies is that they don't have an end game, right? Like a company doesn't get to a certain stock value and then they're like, all right, we did it, boys. It's like every quarter, the value has to go up somehow, no matter what. And if you think like 20 years later of every quarter, the stock price has to go up no matter what, you end up having to screw over the consumer. Increase prices on the consumer, decrease quality, cut costs, whatever it is. Everything's on a cycle. Things suck, and then a competitor emerges and does things the right way, and it's really good. And because it's really good, they start to grow, and eventually they grow to a certain point where they become the enemy they defeated, and the cycle repeats. It's the way of life. But I hope your SSDs are excellent and serve you well. Yeah, for sure. I just hope I'm able to figure out this computer situation. I'm trying to get a refund at this point. I just want to send it back and get my money back because they don't know what's wrong with the computer. They clearly don't. They just like fix some random thing and hope I stop complaining and send me back a broken computer. And I really don't want to play this game anymore, where I'm without the computer for months and months and months, just sending it back and forth and it never gets fixed. So at this point, I'm just hoping to get a refund. Cut my losses. I don't think it's going to be possible, though. I don't think they're going to give me a refund. I think they're going to force me to do this back and forth thing. Which kind of sucks because not only do you lose out on the computer because I can't use a computer while this whole process is going on. So that's one loss. Number 2 is all the money I lost. Number 3 is all the extra money I lost shipping it back and forth. And number 4 is my time loss dealing with this issue and messing around with it and all the phone calls and emails and testing the computer and installing and reinstalling Windows and troubleshooting. It's cost me a lot of time. And then number 5 is it has eaten at my soul. It has stolen a bit of my soul as well. So this has really screwed me over, this whole PC situation. And I remember last Black Friday, over a year ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pay extra for this computer so I don't have to worry about stuff like this. And here I am. My God, a miserable wretch. Yeah, that's true, Akatsuki. Everybody's a scammer. A lot of what people do is they'll manufacture and produce their stuff overseas, and they'll do like the last bit of manufacturing in the USA. And then they can put a made in the USA sticker on it. Which is pretty crazy. I can't really think of an example, but also, I never understood the whole made in the USA thing as being attributed to quality. That never made sense to me. Honestly, if you think about it, some of these Southeast Asian countries and China, they have a whole industry that revolves around factories and manufacturing stuff. They have way more experience doing this kind of stuff than Americans do. We don't have any factories. We don't make anything. I don't understand why we just assume that if it was made in the USA, it's better. I guess there's some consumer protection laws, but I don't know what good that does. In fact, if you look at the cost of manufacturing stuff in the USA, it's so much more expensive. So in order for these companies that are made in the USA to be competitive, not only do they have to charge more, but they also have to find more corners to cut, if you ask me. My favorite is the Apple product, Akatsuki, where it's like a beautiful packaging and it says made in China really small, but then in larger print it says designed in California, USA. Designed in. I love that one. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to world hop. I don't know why there's so many freaking people here. It's really annoying. In this world. So annoying. I don't really do Marvel stuff. Never been a big superhero guy. There's just too much stuff out there. I need to prioritize what I spend my time on, right? I don't have infinite time. Classic. To be fair, I have been kind of limited just because I'm stuck on the laptop. There are other things I could play on the laptop, but I assumed that I would have my computer back by now and I could transition back to doing other stuff. But as I've ranted about during this stream a lot. That is not the case. I'm stuck on the laptop for a little longer. I'm actually feeling optimistic about this grind. I don't think it's going to take too much longer. I think I'm going to get my luck one of these days pretty soon. Just a gut feeling. Obviously, I can't back that up with any evidence. Yes, I did, Akatsuki. There are episodes coming out relating to those on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturdays. So I did record some quests and things like that based off of some clue steps. So right now I have 0 clues in the bank, juggling 0 clues. I've done all the ones I can. Once I stockpile 150 eclectics in the bank, then I'll try to juggle 5. That's my new meta for this, is catch 150 implings and then juggle 5 clues and repeat. And I think I'm kind of getting to the point where there aren't that many more clue steps that I would need to do prerequisites for. I'm kind of getting to the point where I have all the steps I can do, and then there are the ones that I absolutely just cannot do. There might be like a couple more that I could do things for. What are you going for at Barrows? Are you trying to get like a full set of everything? Or what's your goal down there? I don't think it'll take you too long. From what I understand, Barrows is the drop rate's not horrible, right? It's just that there are so many unique pieces that you can get. Plus, I guarantee you it's a little bit more fun than Puro-puro. We're at 106 eclectics. Need to do a couple more trips here. Then I should be able to do some clue scrolls. It's always the fun part of this is actually getting the rewards. What's your approximate clear time to do a Barrow's chest? $6 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. Well, hopefully you get what you need pretty soon so you can move on to something different. Oh, you get a lot of runes there? That's interesting. I wouldn't expect that. Damn, that is actually an insane amount of runes. Wow. When you said you were getting a lot of runes, I don't know what number I was thinking, but it was definitely a fraction of what you actually got. That's pretty crazy. Also, selfishly asking, for when I do my Barrows grind, what lessons have you learned? That's a good idea, because you're right, that teleport with the 20-minute cooldown, you could definitely utilize that to your advantage. Especially if you're strong enough to get enough kill counts per bank run to where you don't need to go back too often. And you can get at least close to that 20-minute marker. That makes sense. Yeah, speaking of which, probably need to do another Guardians of the Rift stream soon. I got maybe 200 law runes left. It'll last me a little while. I've been doing daily farm runs, though. Not every day, but, you know, 3 times a week or something. So I've been using a lot of law runes for that. Where do you get your blood runes at? Besides, of course, at Barrows. Where did you get your initial stack? I guess once you do all those quests, you could start using that blood altar at Guardians of the Rift. Is it that big of a difference to use the blood rune spells compared to the death rune spells? I guess it must be. +6 is pretty big, I guess. My game's a little laggy. Not sure what's going on with that. That's true. Those are some pretty insane stacks of runes you're accumulating. That's a good point as well. If there's really not a more appropriate place to use those blood runes, might as well just burn through them at Barrows. It is weird that the game is laggy. I've never had this before. Wonder if it's on my end or just like too many implings on screen or something. Weird. Hey, Taryn, welcome. Not sure I understand your question. You mean Temperos? Temperos is not on my radar for the near future. Or medium future. No worries. I think... What episode was that? Maybe episode 80 of the series is where I revealed what I'm going for here, which is gold-trimmed climbing boots. Sounds like a random thing to be going for, right? But it pertains to the no shop rule. I bought a pair of regular climbing boots to do the troll quests because I thought there was no other way to get climbing boots, right? So I thought that was an exception to my no shop rule, but then I learned that there is a gold trimmed climbing boot apparently for medium caskets. So that's what I'm grinding for. That's the problem with the no shop thing, right? Whenever I buy something that I think is going to be an exception to the rules, like a quest item, I research on the wiki, I make sure that there's no other way to get the item, but I never considered the fact that there may be an alternate version of the item, right? So I did read through the climbing boots wiki page, and there's no other way to get it besides buying it. I just didn't know there was a gold trimmed version. Yeah, I guess I'll deal with that when I get to it. They are in clues, and that's the reason I'm going for the eclectic implings. The eclectic implings drop medium clues at a 1 in 25 rate, so this is definitely the best way for me to farm the medium clues. Yeah, I don't know, Akatsuki. This is punishment enough. The Puro-puro thing. I have some exceptions to my punishment, right? So, if I run out of law runes, I do let myself go do some Guardians of the Rift. So, at least when I'm running around doing the clue scrolls, I can teleport. Oh, Taryn, I did see that. I kind of flashed it up on my phone on Discord, but I hadn't had a chance to respond to it. What's the drop rate on that bad boy again? I know I wrote down the zombie axe on my list here of things I need to look into. Because that's like a best in slot for a while, but... What is it, like 1 in 1,000 or something? Okay, so I got 161 eclectic implings. That should theoretically be enough to get me 5 clue scrolls. So let's go do some clue scrolls. Let's do it. I'm gonna juggle 5 of these. I like to home base in Sears Village. Yeah, Taryn, you're pretty crazy, man. You get like super low kill count rare drops. Absolute insanity. Ah, nice. Another stack of mithril pickaxes. Excellent. You go easy on the super dry stuff. I guess that's fair. You can't have like all around good luck everywhere all the time. There's got to be some give and take there. Going a little dry on the medium clues here. What was that, 30 that I opened? Should be 1 in 25. I could really do with some rune stuff. Wow, I am going super dry. I've opened a good 60, 70 of these. Not a single clue scroll. That is pretty obnoxious. There we go. Got one of these. Let me drop it. There we go. Second one. Nice. Here we go. I guess they were all stacking up here towards the end for me. Nice. Third one. Hopefully I can get 2 more. You got the D-legs? Nice. I do not have... Are you talking about a dragon medium helmet? I do not have one. I have a dragon spear. I'm at 59 attack. 1 more attack and I can wield that bad boy. So I'm excited about that, but... I think that's my only dragon thing. Alright, let me get 1 more clue scroll. Oh, I gotcha. No, I do not. Clearly. If you do have a medium clue scroll in the bank, when you try to open the jars, you get a pop-up saying, "Are you sure you want to open this?" You might get a medium clue scroll, which you wouldn't get if you already have one. So it tries to warn you. Alright, just 1 more. Come on. I'll do 4, but ideally I want the full 5. All right, there we go. We got 5 clue scrolls. Excellent. Let me withdraw everything I need. Start doing these. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think that's everything I need, although I need to withdraw all runes, not just 10. All right, and then also, let me turn on ground items. That way I can see the timer on these. Very good. Let's see if we can do all of these. No, I hate this one. It's such a pain to get to. North of Crandor. That's annoying. Ah. You know what else I'm going to take with me? My Explorer's Ring. I hate this clue step. Ah, that's annoying. I hate when you come across a clue step that's just obnoxious, right? Takes a lot of work to do. The main problem for me is I still don't have access to stamina potions, so when I'm running around doing these, I very quickly run out of run energy, and then I'm stuck walking the whole time. Although I shouldn't complain. This step is a bit of a pain, but at least I can do it. What'd you get from it? Now I'm curious. 8 steps with mini steps in between? Alright, Falador Castle Courtyard. That is easy peasy. Not even a cosmetic. Just garbage, huh? Valador Park. Good thing I'm already here. With the Catch Me If You Can. So this was a clue step that I did have to do some quests for to unlock the Catch Me If You Can. You unlock that music track by doing rat catchers. And that has some prerequisites, right? So Gertrude's Cat, which I had already done, but then I had to do Ichlarin's Little Helper and Rat Catcher. So those episodes are actually scheduled to come out. Alright, I got one casket. Excellent. Let me go back to Sears Village, pick up another clue. I'm going to hoard all the caskets until I finish all the clues, and we'll open them all together. It'll be more dramatic that way. It'll be more fun. Okay, so I do have this one. I have the stash unit there already. Let me go to Soul Wars, and I can use the Edgeville teleport from there. No, not the Crandor one again. Twice in a row. You're killing me. Oh, you're killing me. Alright, fine. Off to Crandor again. This time with no run energy. Arceus Library. I can do that one. So far, pretty lucky with the clue steps. They're a little bit annoying, a little bit out of the way, but at least they're doable. Ramja Jam, I do have that one. And I got my second casket. Let's go get the third one. If I get another Grandor step, I'm going to be pretty upset. I take that back. I'll do a Grandor step, okay? As long as I can do it. Okay, so Maple Longbow, Green D'Hide Chaps, Iron Medhelm. I should have all of those. I think. Have a Maple Longbow Unstrung. I should have some string here, though. I have a Steel Medhelm. I do not have an Iron Medhelm. But I could easily make that. How many bars is it? Like 3? I don't know. And some chaps. And then what is it? 2 oak planks and 10 steel nails to build the stash unit? Something like that? Let me just go overkill here. Let me grab more than I think I might need. Oh, I need a saw. Thankfully, the stash unit is right next to a bank. That makes it very convenient. Kill any pirate around Brimhaven. Alright, let me get my scimitar. I know I'm complaining about something small, but with the tracker here, it's kind of annoying whenever you get a step that requires a key, that once you do have the key, it just keeps pointing towards the NPC that drops the key instead of the actual location of the clue. I guess it might be upstairs. Yeah, there we go. Staff of Air, Bronze Full Helmet, and Amulet of Power in the Lumbridge Swamp. Okay. That's another stash unit. I do have all of these, I think. So, off to Lumbridge. And I'll need to get my fire cape as well as a light source. Oh, I don't have a bronze full helm. I need to make that. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Amulet of Power. Oh no, where's my Staff of Air? I think I have it in a stash unit somewhere. I am pretty sure I used a Staff of Air in another stash unit somewhere around Gillinor. Dang it. Where is it? I have no idea. Does anybody know where I could potentially have a Staff of Air stashed away? I guess I could look at the wiki. That might tell me. I'm like 80% sure I have it in a stash unit. The Shanty Pass one. Yep. So I have one in Shanty Pass. Alright, very good. Akatsuki, you're crazy. I'm not going back to Forgotten Souls. No, thank you. Two bars for the full helm. Is there an anvil around here? I don't see one. Yeah, the Varrock anvil is probably the best one for me. I think that's the closest thing to a teleport. Alright, where's the stash unit here? There we go. So there's my Staff of Air. Okay, so I guess you have to have like all three items or you can't put any of them in there. That's weird. Whatever. So I guess it's best for me, at least with the Staff of Air, to keep it in my bank instead of the actual stash unit, since I only have one and I need to be able to use it in a couple of locations. And I forgot my fire cape, of course. Yeah, thanks for the reminder, for sure. Would have sucked to get down to the dungeon here without the light source. All right, that is the third casket. Let's see what we got next. Steel plate body, any team cape. That's a problem. Team cape is a problem. There's like a little merchant that wanders around the wilderness, right? That sells this. But there's two questions that come with that. Number one, because it's part of a clue step, does that count as a no shop exception? And number two, what's a hardcore Ironman doing in the wilderness? Just a perfect target. Get it where you go into the void? I don't know what that means. Let me look some stuff up here. Okay, so there are a bunch of sellers here. Lava Dragon Isle, Forgotten Cemetery, Chaos Temple, Wilderness Agility Course, Richard in Edgeville by the Wilderness Ditch, which sounds like the easiest one. However, I am seeing a problem here. Apparently there are 3 capes that you can get that count as team capes. That you can get from easy clue scrolls. So I think I cannot use a no shop exception here because there is another way I can buy this. Or not buy it, but get it. A 1 in 5,616 from easy clue scrolls. So, I am going to drop this clue. Because I'm not gonna grind easy clue scrolls to do a step that doesn't make any sense. And I do want to be fair to the no shop rules, so that is a lost clue forever. I'm just gonna drop it in that little corner. Okay, Ardoin. Kill a monk in Ardoin, and then you gotta go back to Varrock Church. I don't remember where there are monks here. Is it talking about the monastery? Yes, it is. Okay. Tree gnome. difficult place for me to get to. I don't have very good teleports there. Varrock medium for Grand Exchange teleport? Not sure what you're talking about. Oh boy, what didn't I know? What foolish thing have I been doing? You mean like an achievement diary? Like if you do the Varrock medium achievement, you can teleport to Grand Exchange? Oh, okay. That's not that big of a deal. Honestly, the teleport to Varrock compared to Grand Exchange, that's what, like a 7-second run? It's not the end of the world. I have not done the medium Varrock yet. I've done the easy. What do you guys think after this clue step? Do I go back and get more implings to get more medium clue scrolls, or do you think I should grind some easy clues? I know technically I'm not supposed to do easy clues, but it would be curious to get that team cape, even though it's pretty rare. Hill Giant and then Shazian. Oh man, this one sucks as well. It's far to get to. Okay, so I gotta go southwestish. There's some pretty juicy stuff you can get out of medium or easy clues, I think. Some pretty cool uniques. I took a very unnecessary detour. That's alright. It's not too bad, Muffin. It's not too bad, not too bad. You know, in Gen 2, you get extra experience if you train in the area in which you caught the Pokemon. Most of the time, that's pretty useless because the Pokemon you fight there are low level, so it doesn't matter. But if you caught a Pokemon at a fairly high level area, it's best to train there. No. Miscellanea. I can't do it. I think there are too many prerequisites for this. Let me take a quick look on the wiki. Yeah, so I think you need to do Throne of Miscellanea, right? In order to do Throne of Miscellanea, you need to do Dragon Slayer 1, which I have done. Merlin's Crystal, Lost City, Shield of Arov, which I've done. Then you need to do Fremenic Trials and Heroes Quest, which I have not done. I meet all the prerequisites for Heroes Quest. And I have all the prerequisites for Fremenic Trials. Wait, so you've done this step? How do you get to Miscellanea? I guess I just assume you need to do Throne of Miscellanea to get there. Fremenic Trials is all you need. Okay. So this might be a clue that I put in the bank, and then I go record an episode doing Fremenic Trials. So for now, it's going in the bank. But we have 3 caskets to... It might not even matter. I may not even need to do this clue step. I could get the gold trim climbing boots right now, right here. Alright, so we're going to open up these caskets. The first one is going to give me some ranger boots. That's going to be great. The second one is going to give me the gold trimmed climbing boots, and that's going to be excellent. And the third one, well, won't really matter too much what it gives me. So let's go. We ready? I'm ready. Garbage. Ancient page and Saradomin page. I do have a Saradomin book. So that's my first page for the Saradomin book. But not too thrilled with that. Another garbage. Oh my god, this is so bad. 10 death runes. 10 nature runes. 17 laws. And a couple of crappy bows. Last casket, here we go. Garbage. Just garbage. Very sad indeed. Well, that is unfortunate. What is the ancient page for? Seen like the Guthix and the Zamorak and the Saradomin pages, but never an ancient page. You know what I'll do? I'll do some easy clues until this scroll disappears. How's that? Let's do that. I think it's these essence simplings, right? That give me easy clues. Let me double check. Now they give you medium clues at a 1 in 50 rate. Interesting, okay. The gourmet implings, they give it to you 1 in 25. I have 10 gourmet implings. Might as well open these, see if I get anything. No easy clues. All right, fine. Okay, so I'm just not wanting to admit it to myself, but I think just have to go back to Puro-puro again. Off we go. Hooray, how exciting. That was very, very anticlimactic casket opening. How many have I opened? 34. I've only done 34 medium clues. Wow, okay. Really haven't done much. Alright, I think I'm going to keep it at a bit of a shorter stream today. I didn't get to do any of my chores yesterday because I was sick, throwing up all day. And now I'm feeling a little better, so time to get up and go do stuff. Unfortunately, I wish I could keep playing. But such is life. So thank you guys for stopping by. There are some RuneScape episodes that are going to be releasing over the next few weeks. Probably end up doing the Fremnic Trials as well, so who knows. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.